restrained from shameful and unjust deeds. As I said earlier, Salah is a sort of programming. It's a programming towards righteousness. And we Muslims, we are programmed 5 times a day in our Salah. And we ask for guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, show us the straight path. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the answer. He programs us towards righteousness. For example, the Imam after Surah Fatiha, he may recite Surah Ma'idah, chapter number 5, verse number 90, which says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, innamal khamru wal maisiru, most certainly intoxicants and gambling, wal ansabu wal azlamu, dedication of stones and divination by arrows, rijsum min amali shaitan, are an abomination of Satan's handiwork. Fashtanibuhu la'allakum tuflihun. Eschew such abomination that ye may prosper. Here we are being programmed in our Salah that you should abstain from intoxicants, gambling, idol worship, fortune telling, because all these things are Satan's handiwork. And suppose if the Imam after Surah Fatiha, he may recite Surah Ma'idah, chapter number 5, verse number 3, which says, حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةُ وَالدَّمُ وَلَحْمُ الْخِنْزِيرِ وَمَا أُهِلَّ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ بِهِ, which means, forbidden to you for food are dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and all that on which has been invoked the name other than the name of Allah. Here we are being programmed in our Salah that the food you eat should not have the forbidden foods that are dead meat, blood, the flesh of swine, and all that on which has been invoked the name other than Allah. We are being programmed towards righteousness. And suppose if the Imam after Surah Fatiha, he may recite Surah Al-Isra chapter 17, verse number 23 to 24, which says, Allah has ordained that you worship none but Him, and that you should be kind towards your parents. And when if any one of them or both of them reach old age, don't say a word of contempt. Don't even say uff to them, but address them with humility and lower your wing of kindness to them, and pray to the Lord that have mercy on them as they cherished me in childhood. The Glorious Quran says that you should be good to your parents, and when if any one of them or both of them reach old age, don't even say uff to them. We are being programmed in our Salah. The computer normally requires programming only once. But since the human mind has a free will of its own, which the computer doesn't, so it needs to be programmed regularly. Because the amount of wrong things that we see around us in our society, like eve-teasing, bribing, robbing, cheating, alcoholism, drug addiction, molestation, there are high chances that our mind can get deprogrammed. Therefore, we need to be regularly programmed to keep us on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, the straight path. Some people may ask, why don't you offer Salah only once? Why offer 5 times a day? For a healthy body, a human being requires minimum 3 meals a day. If he has 1 meal a day, he will not have a very healthy body. Similarly, for a spiritual soul, a human being requires 5 times of programming, 5 times of Salah. 1 is not sufficient. That is the reason we Muslims, we offer 5 times of Salah. The Jews, they offer 3 prayers every day. Book of Azan, chapter 53, hadith number 692, which says, Anas, may Allah be pleased with him, said that the companions, when they stood for Salah, his shoulder touched with the shoulder of his companion, and his foot touched with the foot of his companion. A similar message is repeated in Sunan Abu Dawud, in the book of As-Salat, chapter 25, hadith number 666, which says, the Prophet ﷺ, before starting the Salat, he said, straighten your rows, stand shoulder to shoulder, close the gaps, and do not leave any opening for the devil. The Prophet ﷺ was not referring to the devil that you see on the Anida TV ad or in the comic strip with 2 horns and a tail. The Prophet ﷺ was referring to the devil of caste, racism, color, wealth, irrespective whether you are black or white, irrespective whether you're rich or poor, king or pauper, to whichever family you belong. When you stand for salat, you stand shoulder to shoulder. The basic method, the outline of how to offer salah, is given in a nutshell in the glorious Quran, like about the qiyam, ruku, sujood. Regarding the minute details of how to offer salah, the glorious Quran says in several places, including Surah Taghabun, chapter 64, verse number 12, which says, Atiullah wa atiur Rasul. Obey Allah and obey the Messenger. You need to look at the Prophet. It's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 1, book of Azan, hadith number 4631. The Prophet ﷺ said, pray as you have seen me praying. Pray as you have seen me praying. So for minute details, you need to refer to the authentic ahadith. There are various benefits when you offer salah. Salah is the way of life. It caters to the spiritual aspect of your soul and the physical needs of your body. The salah, it increases and strengthens your faith. As the glorious Quran clearly says in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 8, verse number 2, which says, the true believers are those who, when Allah is mentioned, feel a tremor in their heart. And when His signs are rehearsed, it strengthens their faith and they put their complete trust in Allah. The salah, it also improves the social conditions. The congregational salahs, it increases the brotherhood, the fraternity, the unity, and is an example of equality. The solidarity increases when the people